Full disclosure up front, HelloFresh have paid me for this video, but they haven't said what I should say or whether I should give a positive review, so I'm being completely honest here. Hello everyone, this is Gary from Big Spud and I hope you're all really well today. What I'd really like to look at right now is delivery box services. Every week you receive carefully weighted and portioned ingredients that you can then turn into a meal. No waste, no food waste at all, because you've got everything exactly the right size. If you're ordering the same takeaways every day, maybe you're cooking from the same 5 to 10 meals. I think research says that most people cook about 10 different meals and they rotate those in and out. Maybe you're looking for more inspiration. You're just too busy to research the time to cook, to pop into the shops as often as you need to find that little ingredient that you've forgotten. I can see how delivery boxes would be just the thing for you. Now, I don't really use delivery box services. I've got nothing against them, but I've been a keen cook for a long time, so I like experimenting. I like trying out different things, seeing what works and seeing what doesn't. A delivery box is good in that it takes a lot of the thinking work out of it for you. It's also highly likely that using delivery box is more expensive than just buying the ingredients yourself. Now that does mean when you buy ingredients you've got to make sure you're going to use something. If a recipe calls for half a butternut squash, for example, then you better think of something else to do with that squash in the next couple of days, otherwise that's just going to go to waste. The delivery box takes that out of it for you because it makes sure you get exactly the right amount for the amount you're going to cook. So HelloFresh got in touch and they wanted me to have a go at one of their recipes to see how I would get on. So I did exactly that. I went to their most popular recipes section and had a browse through. I must say, they're all things I would love to cook, things I would genuinely take inspiration from. All the recipes there look interesting, tasty, and come from a variety of sources. So you've got Indian, you've got Lebanese, you've got Moroccan, you've got Italian, you've got all different things that you might not have in your regular repertoire of weekday meals. And this is where the crunch is. It's weekday meals we're talking about. At the weekend, of course, you've got time, you can go to the shops, you can find what you need, you can browse the market, you can get inspired, but on the weeknight you get in from work or you finish your day's shift and you just need to eat. But you still want to cook, you still want to feel like you're actually making something and not doing a sling and ping. Chuck it in the microwave, beep, 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 and just wait 2 minutes. Or just pop it in the oven. And these are good solutions and good alternatives. I've got nothing against them at all. But I know you sometimes need to break out of that rut. You want something creative and interesting that you're going to enjoy. And that's another thing, is testing recipes. I'm sure you've all tried a recipe before and it just didn't come out right. And you think, because you found a recipe on the internet, a site maybe you've not used before, someone you don't recognise, clearly not one of Big Spud's, but a recipe that you've tried and it's just not quite gone right. And therefore you think it was a waste of time. You spent 40 minutes, an hour making something, and at the end you think, I just wish I hadn't bothered. Again, this is where HelloFresh come in, trying to make something that's been tested and tried and has everything carefully laid out step by step. So I thought I'd give a try to their Bombay style lamb curry. It's a lamb mince dish packed with other vegetables and served with lightly spiced potatoes. The potatoes swung it for me, I'll be honest with you. So what are you going to need for this recipe? A pack of salad potatoes. You want something like a baby potato or a new potato here. I've got some nice Norfolk potatoes. 200 grams of lamb mince, a pack of green beans, plum tomatoes, curry powder, I'm using tandoori style, some nigella seeds, some turmeric, shallot, green chilli, I rescued this one from the garden, ginger puree and mango chutney. Now a contrast from what HelloFresh do to what I do as a cook is HelloFresh give you everything pre-measured and pre-weighed, but they don't necessarily tell you how much it is. For example, we get 1 punnet of baby plum tomatoes and 1 pot of turmeric is a HelloFresh measurement. I don't know what a pot is. I took a random guess what it might be. You're going to need a saucepan on the hob, water boiling away. You're going to need a frying pan over a medium heat. Chop the potato into 2 centimetre chunks. No need to peel here. Let's just rattle through those. Then add them to the saucepan with a generous teaspoon of turmeric and about a teaspoon of salt. You're going to keep them cooking along until you can easily push a knife through them, about 12 to 15 minutes. That pan is dry, it's got no oil in it, pop the lamb straight in and fry it until browned. Lamb is generally a fatty mince, and that's exactly what we want here. It's going to release fat into the dish. So while it does that, it's going to brown for about 3 or 4 minutes. Then halve, peel and thinly slice the shallot. Trim up the green beans, get rid of all the manky bits, chop them in half. And then chop your baby plum tomatoes in half as well. And I didn't mention it here, but also give your chilli a little slice as well. Stir in your shallot, your green beans into the lamb mixer. Grate in the ginger, about a tablespoon of curry powder, add another teaspoon of turmeric, and your chilli. Now add the tomatoes and keep stirring. Make sure it all mixes together, make sure the spices get evenly distributed in the pan. You should see it starting to simmer now, and the tomatoes will start to break down. After about another 4 or 5 minutes, the tomatoes will be starting to really mush down and the beans will start to go tender. Stir through some mango chutney, about 2 generous tablespoons. Your potatoes should be done now, so drain those off. Shake over about a tablespoon of nigella seeds. So there's our finished dish, a Bombay style lamb curry recipe courtesy of HelloFresh. Thanks for that. So I had a go at it basically buying my own ingredients, putting it all together. So when I costed it, my version cost £4.32 per person per serving. When I look at the HelloFresh prices, the sort of most expensive way you can do it, which is 2 people for 3 meals a week, that's £5 per person. You can get that price down to £3.44 if you get it for more people and more recipes in the week. So my price sits around about in the middle. I was concerned about the dinner costing more. Actually, it comes out around about the same. I wouldn't say there's much in it. The quality of the ingredients you use, where you source them from, and if you can get bulk buy discounts. But that goes against what HelloFresh are doing, which is giving you a small amount so that you don't have any food waste. If you don't really care for mango chutney, you've just bought a jar of mango chutney and you need to find something else to do with it. The time quoted for it was 20 minutes. I took about 26 minutes to cook the whole dish because I was doing more chopping, more opening of jars, more opening of tins and servings, a few more things that just add a few minutes into it. So, you know, we're saving a few minutes when you do it the HelloFresh way as well. But I do like their selection of recipes and I will browse their site looking for inspiration. I'm going to pop a link down to their recipes section below and do take a look, see what you think. Are you a customer? Do you use it? Do you find it saves you time? Does it save you money? Is it just one less thing to think about? I'd really be interested to know. It'd be really appreciated if you could subscribe. If you ring the little bell notification, you'll get told every time I upload a video so we can discuss more things like this. That's all for me from today. Thanks very much and goodbye.